Hey guys, so this is just going to be a quick video that is going to navigate you through this course. It's just kind of an overview of what you're looking at as far as the course goes. So I'm going to put it in student preview. What that does is it makes my Blackboard look just like yours. And so here's your course, okay, Sociology 1301. This is what it looks like. You have these menu tabs on the side. All right, you should go right to the Start Here page where you have the SPC banner. You see my introduction video, the course navigation video. You'll have a welcome message here. This is like frequently asked questions. These are really important things to the class that sometimes get lost in translation when you're looking over the syllabus and all the different information that happens within the first week. So please read this carefully. These are really important things that you're going to need to know for this course, okay? And then next you have your Remind app. So this is an app that you can subscribe to by texting at MREDJA to the number 81010. And what it does is it connects you to my class on Remind app, and then we can kind of text message back and forth. And it's kind of a safe way for us to communicate that is not as formal as email. Okay, so that's your Start Here page. This is obviously where you want to start. After that, you want to jump down to your instructor information. That's exactly what this is. So this gives you my contact information, my office hours, my email link, as well as another place for you to see the Remind text information, how you can contact me, all right, as well as my turnaround for responses. I'm pretty good. I normally, if it's an email, get back to you within one business or school day. On the weekends, that can take a little bit longer. If I'm not actively in Blackboard or checking my email, I might not see it right away. Remind text is actually the quickest way to get a hold of me because it goes right to my cell phone. So wherever I'm at, I can see it and then I can reply. All right, and then you have my introduction. So you have to do an introduction for this class. So I figured it was only right for me to do the same thing. So I kind of modeled what an introduction looks like so you can kind of get to know me a little bit more. After you've kind of looked through the instructor information, then you're going to see syllabus and schedule. Again, exactly what this is. So the first thing you're going to see is a syllabus. This is the link to the actual printable syllabus. So if you just click it right here, it'll pop up and you can print it if you're that kind of person, or you can download it to your computer. Either way. I have taken bits and pieces from the syllabus and just posted them right here to make sure that you see them. So the first is your textbook information. We use inclusive access in this classroom, so you don't have to purchase a textbook. It comes with the class. It's an ebook, and it's located directly in all of your learning modules. Okay. Course information, this is specific to my sociology course. There are many sociology teachers, but this talks about mine. Okay. Attendance policy, very important. Attendance is mostly taken through participation when it is an online class. So if you're not doing your work, I'm not considering you to be in attendance, okay? Attendance is not just logging into Blackboard. It's actually submitting and participating in work, all right? Course requirements. So this is a big deal. This kind of tells you your coursework and what it looks like, okay? This course may look different than other courses that you have previously taken. I take our textbook and I break it into 4 learning units, and each learning unit has a specific due date. The due date reflects when all of the material in the learning unit is due. So for this class, you only have 4 due dates, but you have quite a bit of work that is due by that date. All right, and so I'm going to talk to that a little bit more when we look at our learning materials. But what I've done for you is I've given you a guided course schedule PDF. So if you click right here, it's going to bring up what a learning unit looks like and what you should be doing each week, even if it's not due. And so what you want to do is you want to print this. It has all 4 learning units in it, broken up by week, the due date, and a check mark. So all you have to do is say, okay, so the second week of school, January 24th through the 30th, I need to look over chapter 1, I need to complete my inquisitive, and I need to do my application assignment. However you do that is up to you. It's kind of self-paced, but once you do that, you want to kind of check mark it over here in this area, and then you want to move on. Chapters 1, 2, and 3, plus discussion 1 and exam 1 all fall in learning unit 1. It's a 4-week unit, so you have 4 weeks to complete all of those different assignments. The entire unit is due on Sunday, February 20th by 11:59 p.m. Please do not wait until Sunday, February 20th to start this stuff. That is not the way that this class is going to be successful. You need to guide yourself and make sure that you're doing a little bit each week up into that February 20th due date. And then at that point, you need to make sure you have all of Learning Unit 1 done. Okay. Same thing for 2. It's 3 chapters, a discussion and an exam. All right. 3, same deal. 4, same deal. Okay. So it's kind of self-paced. You don't have weekly due dates. Instead, you have learning units that you need to complete by a specific date. All right. So again, print this schedule. Use it, adapt it, make it work for you. This will give you success in this course if you just follow my instructions. All right. Right here is really important when we're talking about discussions. This kind of tells you your expectations, okay? Depending on the discussion, whether it's academic or just a general discussion, make sure you're familiar with these and that you're following the expectations not only for your post, but also for your responses. And then this is the big deal. Everyone wants to know how grades are calculated. I use a point system. You have the opportunity to earn a maximum of 1,000 points in this class. Okay, if you get anywhere between 900 and 1,000 points, that means you've earned an A. If you don't and you get 800 to 899.99, that is a B. Same for C, D, and so forth. Okay, please understand that grades do not round up. So if you make an 8999.99, you have still only made a B. That is because people that earn a 900 have made an A. This is how a point system works. It's a little bit different than a percentage, okay, or a weighted grade. Look over that. This is kind of your snapshot, okay? This is what your semester looks like, things that are important. And then again, I've posted so you can see it up front, your guided course calendar for the learning units, okay? So what that might look like for you. And then you have some online etiquette to look at, all right? So that kind of takes you through syllabus and schedule. There's a lot of important information in this, and I really urge you to take the time to read it, okay? Get familiar with it. Ask questions about it if you have those. Announcements, pretty self-explanatory. I will be posting announcements here. They'll go straight to your email as well as post to the Blackboard class. Just kind of keep up with those as you can. Now we're going to get into the good stuff. So course content, this is where all your work is, all right? And it's broken down into learning units, and then it's broken down even further into chapter units, okay? So the first thing I need to stress is that for this class, only use Google Chrome or Firefox to complete your work or assignments, okay? Internet Explorer and Blackboard have a toxic relationship. They do not like each other. It never works right. Even Safari on your phone or on your iPad, not so much. They don't get along. So Google Chrome or Firefox. If you're using Google Chrome and Blackboard is messing up, stop, switch to Firefox, see if that fixes the problem, okay? As I mentioned, you have everything broken into folders and then broken down even further. So you have your introduction module, which is the first set of small assignments that are due, and then you have Learning Unit 1, and then as the course progresses, at the bottom here, you'll see Learning Unit 2, 3, 4, and then your final exam. I'm going to click into a learning unit just so you can kind of see what that looks like. Once you click in here, the first thing you're going to see is the guided work schedule for this learning unit, okay? What you should be doing each week. All right, just because it's not due, this is what you should be doing. So week 1, you should be looking over chapter 1 and you should complete the small assignments that go with it. Week 2, chapter 2, week 3, chapter 3, and then discussion, post to the board. Last week of the learning unit, reply to people on the discussion board and study and take that exam. It helps you guide yourself with a good pace so you don't get overwhelmed and you don't wait until the last minute. All right. And then as you can see, you have chapter folders 1, 2, and 3. And you have a discussion right here, and then you have your intro exam. Okay. So if you look in a chapter folder, what you're going to see is you're going to see learning tools, which should be your first stop. and then you're going to see 2 assignments, okay? The first assignment is always going to be an inquisitive. For every chapter, you're taking an inquisitive, and I will speak to those in a different video. So just wait on that one. The second assignment is always going to look a little bit different. It could be in the form of a quiz or a small written assignment, something to that effect. It is an application assignment. It means that not only have you understood what's going on in chapter 1, but you're able to make connections to it via some sort of small assignment, okay? Your first stop always needs to be learning tools, though. If you click right here into learning tools, you're going to have everything you need at your disposal. So I am not going to tell you how you're supposed to learn. Everybody learns differently, all right? But I have given you plenty of options to figure out what works best for you, all right? You're an adult. You know what you need to do to be successful. So this is your most important link. If you click on it, it's going to take you to your book, okay? So here's your book. Here's all your chapters. You just click on them, read them, scan through them, whatever it is you do, okay? Everybody learns differently, but this is your book. This is just a chapter outline that kind of goes over what chapter 1 is talking about. This may be good for notes. You have interactive flashcards that go over terms and concepts. These are really good when it comes to studying for exams. So if you click here, sociology, figure out the definition, see if you're right. All right, or you can put the definition first and the term second, okay? You can reload the cards, shuffle the cards. This is just a way for you to get to know terms. You have a PowerPoint, and then these are really important. So for this course, I don't post a lecture video. You're not going to see my face up here lecturing on a PowerPoint with a crappy camera, and I'm expecting you to listen to every word that I say. We have actually comprised several videos that are professionally done and very well done that cover all the topics you need to know for each chapter. So instead of reinventing the wheel, through narcissism, instead you get to watch different videos that are well produced, that have great pop culture examples to help you understand. And so you have all the crash course videos, which I love. I actually use these in my classroom when I'm teaching face-to-face. And then the Khan Academy videos, which are shorter and kind of just take one idea and tell you about it. All right, so I encourage all my students to watch these. Okay, so those are your learning materials. That's what you're going to read, watch, and review. And once you've done that, then you're going to go and do the chapter inquisitive and your little small assignment. Okay, so that's kind of what a learning unit looks like. You have a folder like that for each chapter, and then you have your discussion, which is a one-off assignment, and then you have your exam. Okay, they all look like that. They're very structured. You start them as soon as the course starts. Make sure all of the assignments are turned in, including the exam, by February 20th for the Learning Unit 1. Okay, so every one of them has a different due date. So just make sure that you are aware of the due date and that you're working towards getting everything done by that due date. Again, can't stress to you enough, this guided course work schedule will help you and make you successful and keep you from stressing out or forgetting that you have work to do in this class. Okay? So that's kind of what course content looks like. As the semester progresses, you're going to see more units pop up. Right now, they're not available because I want you to just focus on Learning Unit 1. After course content, you have course resources. In here, you just have a direct link to your textbook. You have Blackboard and student help services, writing for sociology, APA, technical, student support. So these are just resources. Take them or leave them, but they're there if you need them. My grades, this is your grade book. So when you turn something in, it's not going to show a grade right away unless it is automatically graded by Blackboard. So it'll kind of stay blank until I grade it, and then you'll start seeing grades. So if you get 5 out of 5 on the participation quiz and you've made 100, all right? And so this is your grade book for you to keep track of your grades, all right? Don't worry about course evaluation. I'll speak to that later, but that is your course. So you're just going to work through it, okay? I know that was lengthy. I know that was a lot of information. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, happy navigating.